Many people understood the ending, but they never understood the love these two women were too afraid to say out loud. Because of love, Lily wanted to give the woman she loved most the wedding she truly deserved. It wasn't just a promise. It was the answer their love had always been searching for. Because of society's expectations, Lily couldn't make that dream come true in front of all their relatives, so she came up with another plan. If the people around them couldn't accept it, then they would go somewhere that could. Once the decision was made, they left without hesitation. That day, Lily took her on a trip, planning a surprise she would never forget. They drove for hours, leaving the city behind, until they arrived at a remote countryside villa. The rent was affordable. The property was huge. Huge enough to hold the beautiful wedding ceremony they had always imagined. But just as they stood there, filled with excitement and happiness, an unexpected problem appeared. The wedding designer who had promised a professional team turned out to be just one bearded man working alone. Even worse, the venue wasn't ready at all. There wasn't even a single painting hanging on the walls. It looked nothing like what Lily had envisioned. Frustrated, Lily confronted him immediately, but all he could say was, "I'm sorry, things didn't go as planned." With no other choice, Lily pushed down her disappointment and took her upstairs to the large bedroom, hoping tomorrow would somehow be better. But it quickly became obvious that the situation was far worse than expected. The man's promises couldn't be trusted. Not wanting to lose the wedding they had fought so hard for, Lily, her partner, and their closest friend rolled up their sleeves and got to work. Together, they began building the wedding venue themselves, and strangely enough, Lily found herself smiling, watching the woman she loved and her best friend work tirelessly for this special day, filled her heart with gratitude. What could be more memorable than a happiness like that? But beneath the smiles, the pressure was crushing her. Lily had spent years saving money to afford this dream location, and now everything seemed to be falling apart. At her lowest moment, when guilt and disappointment overwhelmed her, her partner remained optimistic. She kept decorating the dining area, carefully arranging every detail. Little by little, the room finally began to look beautiful. Deep in the mountains, the nights were quiet but filled with strange sounds, and that evening, the three of them sat together talking. Their friend curiously asked how their relationship had begun. He wanted to know when they found the courage to take the final step toward marriage. Lily's answer came without hesitation. Love made the decision for them. Even if many people couldn't understand, including members of their own families, she had always wanted to walk into marriage with her. But easy journeys are rare, and a relationship that others struggled to accept would never be free from challenges. That night, something suddenly felt wrong. Her partner became overwhelmed and emotional. In tears, she accused Lily of creating all these obstacles on purpose, as if Lily secretly didn't want the wedding to happen. Those words hit hard. They hurt Lily more deeply than anything else that day. Trust is a fragile thing. When it's there, everything feels beautiful. But once doubt appears, even love can feel heartbreaking. Hours later, Lily finally managed to comfort her to sleep. Even though she had prepared herself for countless setbacks, knowing the woman she loved didn't fully trust her was almost unbearable. Only after she fell asleep did the nightmare of that night finally pause. Wanting to support her, their friend stayed awake beside Lily. He listened to her worries, helped ease her fears, and reminded her why she had come this far. The hidden mountain wedding would begin the next day. Their friend promised something important. He would capture every beautiful moment. He would leave behind proof of their love, through photographs they could treasure forever. Soon after, the two women appeared before the camera, carefully dressed and glowing with happiness. Their friend had been right. The way they looked together was breathtaking. Their beauty, their connection, and the way they stood side by side felt absolutely perfect. At that moment, it wasn't just a wedding. It was healing. It was freedom. It was two people choosing each other. After overcoming countless obstacles, they knew this ceremony might seem small and insignificant to the rest of the world, but to them, it meant everything. Because after all the challenges, all the heartbreak, and all the sacrifices, their love had become stronger than ever. No more fear, no more regrets, and sometimes that's the most beautiful ending a love story can have.